Taibu, welcome to Bangladesh and welcome to Risingbd.com. Working for the development of cricket in Bangladesh, although the work is professional, is still wondering, wouldn't it feel better to work for your country?
Well, my first option would have been to work for my country, but I've had so many problems with my country, and there's a lot of water that has gone under the bridge. So I have to go where I'm respected in my country. Regardless of what I have achieved in cricket, I'm not respected as much as I'm respected in Bangladesh. So first thing I know, people like money, people like a lot of things, but for me, what's more important is respect. If I'm respected, then if I'm valued, then I know I can do a job at a place. And here in Bangladesh, because people understand cricket, they value me, they respect me, then it's a place that is good for me to work.
You here for a month, how much you adapted and what you think the experience you have got?
I love the facilities. That's first and foremost. I've been around the world and I've seen some of the great facilities around the world, and BKSP has got some of the greatest facilities compared, worldwide. The players that I've worked with are amazing. They love the game. They are keen to work hard. They ask a lot of questions. So the players themselves are very keen, and I've enjoyed working with them. So when you've got keen players and you've got good facilities like this, I'm 100% sure I'll produce some players that will go on to play for Bangladesh.
You must know this was the educational institution of Sakib and Mushrikot. Cricketers came here out every year. Many of them play in the national team later.
Mm.
Hasn't your responsibility become very hugely challenging now?
No, it's not challenging at all, because with facilities like this and with the keen cricketers that I'm working with, I'm 100% sure there will be more Shakibs and more, more Motazas and more of the great players to go on, not only to play for Bangladesh, but also to be world renowned.
How do you feel about this educational institution in Bangladesh? What are the facilities here and what else should be done for the improvement?
I think the facilities was one thing that attracted me the most, because they are some of the best facilities in the world. The institution is amazing. The coaches that I've worked with and I'm still working with, the administrators, they love the game, they love the sport, they love the institution, which is great to see. The only little thing that I think we can improve a bit more on is planning ahead. Yes, there is good plans, but if we can plan, 10 years and we bring it back to 5 years, we bring it to a year, to a month, to a week, and to daily, that way we'll be able to have a bit more structure into our plans.
Zimbabwe came to Bangladesh in 2005 under your leadership. Bangladesh won the first test event. Remember something about that match?
I remember a lot about that. I remember thinking I was sad, obviously being a captain, because we lost, but I was also happy to see another country that has got a lot of potential coming up and being happy, winning a test series. I also remember that I scored a lot of runs in that series. I remember Inamolo Laki Jr., who is my friend up to date. I remember he got man of the series and he played really well. And I remember I made a lot of friends during that series. Yes.
Next test, you score your lone century in Dhaka, 153. You saved the match by batting about 6 hours. Remember that innings?
I remember that innings, 153, and I had a big partnership with Douglas Wondo at the very end. So I remember that innings. I know I made a lot of enemies of the youngsters that were watching, but but I'm sure they now understand that it's just a game.
Do you have any friendship with any former or current cricketer in Bangladesh?
I have lots of friends. When I started playing cricket, one of my coaches, Bill Flower, he said to me, if you play cricket, you're going to make lots of friends around the world. And I found that to be very true. And I've made lots of friends in Bangladesh, current team, and former players. Almost or pretty much almost all the players that I played against, who played for Bangladesh, before and now, I am pretty much friends with almost all of them, to be honest.
What is the difference between the Bangladesh of 2005 and the present Bangladesh team?
I think the Bangladesh 2005 were the pioneers of the start of Bangladesh cricket rise. I think the current team is benefiting a lot of results from that first crop, because that first group is the one that started traveling and going to places and starting to have a little bit of exposure. This group is following up, that start. So what I can see from Bangladesh is a lot more, further, going further with cricket and improving even further in the next 10 years.